December 11th, work session. All members present except Councilwoman Noe.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We have a number of items on the agenda, and then we have, also have, for the work session this morning, some executive session personnel and contractual agreements that we have to go over. So what I'd like to do is start off this morning with, we have Peter Hans and David Barnes, our planning director and assistant director. And I'd like you to please give us all an update on where we stand with the comprehensive plan at this point.
Good morning. I'm Peter Hans. Yesterday, the supervisor asked that we come over here and update the board on where we're at with the comprehensive plan. This past October, the board's aware they awarded a contract to a consultant firm, H2M, to update the town's comprehensive plan. The plan is needed, as the last plan was completed in 1961. Up on the screen is a map that kind of shows what they were envisioning in 1961 with roads that were never built, industrial areas, and where there's currently neighborhoods. So it's out of date, much has changed over 50 years, and we're looking to have this brought into the 21st century. The planning department has started progressing with the plan, with the planning consultant H2M. Staff from planning and DEW met on November 20th for an initial kickoff meeting with H2M and their subcontractors, AKRF. AKRF will be handling the environmental aspects, and Tim Haas, their transportation and parking expert. We are currently in the process of providing background information and data requested by the consultants so that they can hit the ground running after the holidays. A lot of preparation is necessary. Including review of applicable portions of the 2015 draft comprehensive plan, town zoning ordinances, current hamlet studies, field visits and field research, census data analysis, and community trends. In early 2019, a website for the plan will be created. We are working with the supervisor's office to develop a list of contact information for civic groups, chambers of commerce, and other groups within each hamlet. Planners will use multiple forms of communication, from questionnaires, online visual input studies, and social media to reach as many residents and business owners as possible to obtain invaluable input. We will be scheduling 6 hamlet community engagement meetings in the early part of the spring, March and April after the school break. Venues within each hamlet are to be determined and announced. This will be in Hauppauge, Kings Park, Smithtown, Nesconset, Comac, and St. James. This is a major component of the comprehensive plan, as each hamlet has a unique character and issues, so that we do not want a one-size-fits-all plan. Additionally, residents are more likely to be involved if the hearing is being held in their hamlet and the focus is their hamlet, with each having its own set of goals and issues. Based on the community engagement, H2M will work with the town planning department and elected officials to develop 6 hamlet studies. This information will be used to develop the goals and objectives of the overall comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan will include the following elements: a land use plan, a transportation plan, a community facilities plan, and additional plans that may be included are sidewalk plan, ADA transition plan, parking plan, sustainability plan, and capital improvement plan. The draft plan will have further opportunity for community input through public meetings and public hearings, with the plan revisions as needed to build consensus among stakeholders on the various plan elements. The SECRA review, that's the State Environmental Quality Review Act review, will be conducted on the draft plan. The procedures and timeline for SECRA review will be determined as the plan progresses. The process will be completed with the town board considering the comprehensive plan and SECRA review for adoption and implementation. The planning department has worked with H2M to develop a proposed project schedule with completion in approximately 18 months. The next meeting between the town and the consultant is scheduled for January 9th to work on developing the public outreach schedule, questionnaire, and outline topics for discussion at the hamlet meetings. That's where we're at, and it's been pretty aggressive so far. You may not see it on the outside, but there's been a lot going on in the background.
Okay, very good. Are we still, they're still believing 18 to 24 months? Is that still realistic?
Yeah,
for completion?
a A little bit of the extension is due to the Hamlet studies.
Hamlet study.
And that is kind of unique, but well worth it, but that did add about 2 to 3 months.
Okay. All right, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any questions by board?
No.
Thank
No,
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good work. Second thing I have is, Town Attorney Matt Jakubowski's here. We're going to, we're looking to streamline the agenda. Our Town Clerk Vin Pulio's here. And I'll let you describe what we're gonna do as far as a consent agenda. We're gonna add that, to our board meetings when we vote. It's gonna streamline and take a lot of pro forma material off the agenda so we can do it all in one step. So, Matt, if you can explain to the board, you know, how that works.
Yeah, so essentially, the consent agenda will cover, you know, routine housekeeping items that there wouldn't be a great source of debate over. You know, the items would include adopting board minutes, accepting departmental reports, budget transfers, levy of costs, and assessment of costs in connection with property cleanups, demolitions. Also would include, you know, waiver of bonds, security, which they tend to be lengthy agenda items which don't get a lot of attention, approval of permits, and seasonal appointments in the town departments. So essentially, that will be condensed on what's called the consent agenda, and the board would vote on that en masse and vote on those just routine items. Any board member, if they see an item on the agenda that they would like removed, it's a simple request, and that gets moved into the full agenda for a full vote.
For a full vote.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Nope. Mr. Clerk, you've gone over that with the attorney, so that's gonna work out from your aspect as well, right?
So we'll get a resolution on, for the next, at the organizational meeting.
Yeah, I believe it's the 8th. I don't have the calendar, but it just came out. I think it's January 8th, so we'll put the resolution on, and then the following meeting will start with it.
Yes.
Okay? All right, any questions?
No, thank
No,
you.
Good idea.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it'll streamline,
Yeah.
streamline a lot of the housekeeping stuff. All right, that's all I have for the public portion. Mr. McCarthy?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, I just want to let you know, and everyone to announce to the public, the planning department, as well as the DEW department, the engineering department, the building department, have all worked incredibly this year. They brought over last Friday to announce that in the first 11 months of your new administration, with total cooperation both ways, they have put 2,022,529 new commercial space on the books, currently permitted, CO'd, and applications pending. They did a wonderful job.
Excellent. Very good. I commend them as well. I think that's a pretty phenomenal, 2 million square feet plus of commercial space is a pretty phenomenal feat in 11 months. So I commend all the departments, all of our land use departments. And Mr. McCarthy, as I said before, we work as a team. I think that's why we're being successful. You're a large part of that with the land use department, so we thank you for what you've done in supervising that,
Thank you, sir.
and the board as
Thank you.
well.
Thank
Very good.
One other thing, Peter Johnson, I spoke with him briefly, and he said that will equate to between $5.5 and $6.5 million of new tax ratables between the town, the school districts, the police departments, so that will be a great help.
That'll help Mr. Musnug, the town controller. But we will spend some of that. We're not gonna put it all away in the bank.
Time will tell.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. That's great work. That's all I have, Ms. Inzarello?
No, don't have anything.
Mr. Lohman?
Just for executive session.
Executive session. All right, thank you, everyone. We're going to executive session. Move to go in.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks very much. Okay, I move to close executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Move to close today's work session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.